An exhibition by talented artist Derrick Erasmus took place recently at the Port Elizabeth Technikon. Aptly entitled A Retrospective Glance, the exhibition displayed just some of the work that Derrick Erasmus has completed over the past years. Born in 1934 in the Transvaal, he now lives in Port Elizabeth, where he is a senior lecturer at the PE Technikon. Fellow colleague Leonie Cull spoke to us about the exhibition.
What I find particularly fascinating is that his paintings don't reflect the man I know at work. His paintings access secret parts of himself. It's a joy to look through the masks. They're exciting and they're mysterious. And although they appear to be thrown away, easy, almost childlike on the surface, they are in fact very complex. And they say quite important things about the nature of the artist, particularly the hidden nature of the artist, who is perhaps strapped in having to work in surroundings that confine him.
The exhibition celebrated his art and marked his retirement as a teacher.
Colleagues and friends, to a very special person in our lives, and with our good wishes for a very happy future and a creative one at that.
Thank you very much.
As an abstract artist, Derrick uses a basic theme as a source of inspiration for his work.
I became interested in the idea of a theme for my work way back when I was working at Kew Gardens in London at the herbarium there, Royal Botanic Gardens, Kew. For example, I would draw grasses for a botanist. I might draw hundreds of grasses. It's always grass, but it changes. There are different types of grass. You'd think how boring it might be just drawing grass, but you become so interested in all nature's variations, all the different types of grass. I thought to myself, nature plays with themes, variations on themes. If, for example, you think of an entomologist who studies insects, it keeps him very busy and happy because of the vast variety of insects. Think of an ornithologist that studies birds. Again, imagine how many wonderful birds there are for the ornithologist to study. I thought then, how lovely if I could find a theme. At first I didn't know what theme to choose. I thought I tried with squares. I played with different sized squares and colors, but that was rather esoteric, and I found that very few people really responded. Then I hit on the idea of a mask. I thought a mask, after all, is a face. Small children respond to faces. If you hold a smiling face in front of a little baby in a cot, it'll respond more positively than if the face looks glum or unhappy. I thought, well, why not play with masks? A mask doesn't necessarily have to have 2 eyes. It can have 6 eyes, and it needn't necessarily have a standard type of nose or mouth. In fact, the variations are infinite. I thought, if I want to include an abstract landscape with my mask, I can have the mask thinking about something. I can have a thought balloon. I began to realize that the possibilities are infinite, with the result that now I've got so many masks to come yet, so many ideas, I hardly know where to begin.
His work displays a formidable knowledge of the use of perspective and structure, color contrasts and mathematical precision. He believes that his inner visual vocabulary is the result of his close study of natural form and color, which opens the door to his matrix of images.
The ritualistic aspect of a lot of the work comes through immediately. Derrick has always been very rigorous about his work, very rigorous about color combinations, color theory, and composition. And yet, you're not immediately aware of that. You relax when you look at the pictures. Their charm comes through to you, and only later do you start analyzing and seeing, well, this is actually very rigorous work.
I think what I admire most about his work is his ability to see aspects of people in life, kind of like slices. There are sort of snapshots of people's emotions, of the world as viewed through his eyes. They're always very witty. He's also been known to produce some reasonably dark works, but mostly I reckon that it's because he has the ability to render things colorfully and with great honesty.
His formal qualifications as an artist and teacher are impressive. In 1985, he received his Master's Diploma in Technology, Art and Design from the PE Technikon. We spoke to some of his pupils at the exhibition.
I like this work. It's the work of somebody who obviously enjoys what he's doing. It's humorous work. It's perhaps art for art's sake, but hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy it a lot, I think.
The graphical feel about it, the various lines and the structures, the way he does them, like the way he like composes them. It's really amazing to see them like that.
It's something that is an abstract concept from within his inner feelings.
And some final words to artists of the future?
All I can say to you is this, that you've chosen for yourself the best career possible. What more wonderful than to paint and draw? You see the world around you with new eyes when you start drawing things. You would have already discovered that for yourself. It sharpens your perception. The more you draw things and look at them and study them, the more your awareness grows of the incredible world you have around you. Good luck, you've made a good choice.
While Derrick Erasmus may be retiring from teaching, he assured us that he will continue to paint, and we wish him the best of luck.
Maskers is vir Derrick Erasmus 'n onuitputbare bron van idees vir sy skilderye. Die kunstenaar van Port Elizabeth gebruik reeds meer as 30 jaar dit as tema, hoewel sy styl derentyd verander het. Selfs wanneer hy 'n onverwante tema skilder, kan 'n mens seker wees dat daar iewers 'n masker wegkruip.
Vir Derrick Erasmus bied maskers geleentheid tot uitdrukking. Weens die ooreenkomste met die menslike gesig, spreek dit tot die kyker.
'n Masker is vir my iets wat terugkyk na jou. Jy weet, daar's 'n gesig daar. En alles het far out, jy weet, alles het 10 oë en 3 neuse en 5 monde en so. En dis iets wat terugkyk na jou. So dis jy's met die gesig te doen en dit gee vir jou 'n impak.
Hy het na sy studies aan die Witwatersrand Tegniese College 12 jaar lank in Londen gaan werk as botaniese illustreerder. Tydens sy verblyf daar het hy besef dat dit belangrik is om 'n tema te kry vir sy kuns, maar dit was nie maklik om een te kry wat hy in sy werk kon gebruik nie. Hy het in 1970 teruggekom na Suid-Afrika om kunstdosent in Port Elizabeth te word.
Maar ek kon glad nie 'n tema in die hande kry waarmee ek tevrede is nie. Tot eendag as ek besig om slate te maak in die kombuis en ek is besig om 'n groenpeper in die helfte te sny en daar sien ek 'n masker. Die pitte is pragtige tande. Jy sien die oë daar, jy sien die neus, is 'n pragtige klein maskertjie. Toe besef ek nou ja, daar is my tema. Want met 'n masker kan jy enige iets doen. Dit kan realistiese elemente bevat. Jy kan met proporsies speel, jy kan met kleur speel. Jy weet dis eindeloos. Die skakerings wat jy kan gebruik daar. En dit is hoe ek by die masker neergekom het en ek het teruggekom Suid-Afrika toe, maar aangegaan met die masker tema en nou het ek honderde klein tekenetjies van maskers en ek soek maar deur my laaie en dan kry ek nog 'n idee en dan ontwikkel ek 'n idee en so aan. Maar ek het altyd nog geïnteresseerd in lyn. So meeste van die werke het 'n sterk lynelement.
Hierdie skildery is die produk van 'n kunsklas wat deur Derrick se kunstenaar vrou Christine Ross-Watt aangebied is. Derrick het toevallig ingesit by die klas en deelgeneem aan 'n oefening om net te teken sonder om te kyk wat op die papier gebeur. Later het hy besluit om van die sketse verder te ontwikkel. Dit is dikwels hoe hy werk.
Die eerste proses is heeltemal weg van enige iets honderde tekeningkies te maak. Ek werk baie vinnig. Ek glo aan die benadering waar jy so vinnig teken en so baie teken dat jou onderbewussyn 'n kans kry om te praat en om vir jou beeld te gee. Dan werk ek so as ek uiteindelik die tekening het waar ek nou tevrede is, dan kom die volgende proses waar ek dit vergroot, wat vergroot tot die volgende stadium en dan begin ek te speel met die agtergrond en die kleurskakerings en so aan. En as ek daarmee gelukkig is, ek hou van die interactions, jy weet, van die kleure en die lyne en so aan, dan vergroot ek dit tot die grootte wat ek nou voel. Elke maskertjie vertel vir my, ek wil so groot wees, so groot. Dit ook baie met, nie soveel met grootte te doen nie, maar met skaal. Elke ding het sy eie skaal. 'n Klein dingetjie kan groot lyk, omdat dit skaal het. En 'n groot ding, as dit nie skaal bevat nie, kan dit wel klein lyk.
Teken en skilder is nie vir Derrick 'n ernstige besighou met kuns nie. Hy hou van 'n element van speel in sy werk en as hy ook dieselfde element van speel vir die kyker kan inbou in sy skilderye, soveel te beter. Hier neem hy, soos hy dit noem, 'n lyn vir 'n uitstappie, waar hy 3 vorms teken wat elk net uit een aaneenlopende lyn bestaan. Helder kleure is 'n kenmerk van Derrick se werk. Hoewel hy nog altyd van Afrika maskers gehou het, het hy dit nog selde in sy werk gestalte laat kry. Maar hy wil nou meer in daardie rigting beweeg, wat ook die kleure wat hy gebruik sal beïnvloed.
Ek het altyd maar belang gestel in Afrika maskers, maar ek begin dit nou al hoe meer te gebruik. Oker of grysblou of donkerbruin, iets wat byna swart is. Hier en daar 'n helder kleurtjie, jy weet, wat uit klippies en goed bestaan en so aan. So ek wil eintlik meer in daardie rigting in beweeg.
Geometrie is dikwels 'n element van sy skilderye. Daar is verskillende vlakke in sy werk en hy verskil graag klein verrassingkies vir die oog as 'n mens dieper as net die oppervlak kyk. Hy werk ook soms met beeldhouwerke, maar selfs in die medium is die maskertema 'n deurlopende element. Hierdie is 'n model van 'n groter beeldhouwerk van Derrick.
Ek vind dit amper, ek is nie eens bewus daarvan nie, maar as ek nou so kyk, oor die jare, dink ek het dit eintlik stadig aan meer eenvoudig geword. Ek probeer om te sien hoeveel ek kan sê, maar hoe min elemente ek kan gebruik om die meeste te sê.
Die formele elemente van kuns wat hy gebruik, soos lyne, kleur en vorm, wend hy so aan dat dit op 'n eenvoudige manier sy boodskap weerspieël. Hy gebruik soms subtemas om idees verder te ontwikkel en op die manier steeds die maskertema met vars benaderings uit te bou.
Greetings, I'm Derrick Erasmus, and it's my pleasure to tell you how I arrived at the mask as a theme for my paintings. And this is a magic little fellow, a cross-section of a green pepper, which I made in about 1970, which gave me the idea for the mask, which I've been doing ever since. Just to go back a little bit, I was working for botanists at Kew Gardens in London and also for natural historians at the Natural History Museum, and it occurred to me that nature works with themes. And like, for example, fish is a main heading of a vast theme of variations. So are birds and so on. My feeling was that if I could find a theme for my work, it would be wonderful. At first I used squares, and that was a bit esoteric. And one day when I was making a salad, I cut a green pepper in half, and I got this little mask here, which we will show you people in a photograph. It's got little teeth and everything. It was a eureka experience. There was my theme, the mask, and I've been doing that ever since. Thank you very much.